Welcome back to the shop. Ooh, it's raining outside and it's cold enough in the shop that you can leave the refrigerator door open and it won't come on. It's freezing. Alright, well, I recovered quite a bit of machining, so I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you in the next episode. Pretty close up on this one. Alright, so here's my part. It's like 550 thou long. I haven't checked the saddle stop or the chuck stop to see that it's still straight. Probably is, but doesn't rock, so it should still be an adjustment. For this one, I'm figuring I'm just going to get the right cutter here. Face it off. Then I want to turn it for the boss a little bit longer than it should be. So when I flip it around, I'm grabbing the boss, and then I can do everything I need on the backside, flip it back around, and then I can take the boss to the correct height that I need. I can also just clean up the outside so it's 1.5 inches. So, alright, so we gotta come back here, back there, and lock it. Okay, so I'm set, right? Yeah, should be. Well, that thing is, oh, the saddle stop is really flipping around bad. Alright, so this should be pretty easy. And I'm going to use my old saddle stop trick for the depth of it. So I'll bring you guys back when I'm basically done with this side. Yeah, chips are flying all over the place. Wonderful. Constantly vacuuming everything up. Alright, let's bring it back then. Stop it. You know, as I'm doing this, I'm starting to think about what this is for. The print, they wanted to take this down to 1/2 inch. And I'm thinking, who cares? All this is for the hose barb. You know, I can't hold this little teeny thing, but so they're calling out 1/2 inch, and I'm looking at this one going, that looks right. That's 625 thousandths. And who cares how far out it sticks? So I'm going to change the print to this. I forgot how deep I am on this thing. I was 450 thou out? How far? Is this thing can stick out as far as it wants? Who cares? You know? Yeesh. Let me do this. Yeah, I'm about, 145. 145 thousandths so that I can clamp it when I flip it around. I don't have to come back and reface this thing to bring it down. So I just show a little bit of what I'm doing. Yeah, the saddle stop is down there, so I can just simply go in until it hits the stop, go in a bit, and come back out. Just keep going back and forth until it's at the depth that I want. So I'm going to stop at 625-ish thou, and then leave it as deep poking out as it is. Who cares? Looks pretty good to me. I don't know how much the other one is poking out, but let me measure that one too. This guy is poking out what? Huh? Probably the same. 157. So I've got room to do the back of it. And I should have plenty left, right? What does the print say here? It says it's supposed to be 375 thousandths thick. 375, dial that in, lock that. Do I have that? I'm hitting the light. Yep. Wow. Yeah, it's close. I've got it though. Plenty of room to face it off. So that's all I'm doing here. Alright, that's close enough to where I want to be. It's just a matter of cleaning up the face and stuff now. Let's see, I'm at basically at 20, huh? A little bit. Another revolution to be there. There's the 20 right there. Isn't it clean enough? Not really. A little bit more RPM, come in 1,000. Do my final cut here, huh? That doesn't look too hot. I think that looks better. Alright, I do one more piece here. Come into, that about it. Yeah, there's the 20, so come in there. Very nice and slow. Alright, I'm going far enough, huh? So, there's the 20, 21, 22. Oh, that's a nice mess, right? Yep, pretty much. Alright, go in a fraction. What does it look like? Yeah, there is still a little bit of chatter in there, huh? So, go here in 1,000. I'm always trying to get things nice, huh? I hear it chattering again for some reason. Is that good? Yeah, that's good. Alright. Clean up that edge. Yeah, I gotta just chamfer that. Clean this off. And put the other guy in here. Yeah, am I gonna clear the saddle stop? Make sure here. Low RPM. Yep, that looks pretty good. Alright, so this is cleaned up. All I have to do now is just flip it around and I can do the other side. Some junk in there, huh? What is that? I hope that's just microchips in there, because I see some terrible... Yeah, it's just junk in there. Yeah, okay, good. I'm looking down in there at this groove, not groove, but where it ended. Okay, so it's just flip it around, and then I gotta start doing the other side. Alright, there it is. Machine's cleaned up, parts cleaned up. That was pretty far off. I don't know why it moved so much. But when I put this in here, to drill and tap it, I could see it wobbling. It's like, what? So it's straight now. What did I do with the wrench? Hello? Always losing something. Come on. Well, I lost the wrench someplace. Under the paper? No. On this side? Oh, here it is. Okay. Under the mill. So it's pretty nice. I don't know whether I want to. Oh, I did chamfer that edge. I don't know what. I can't really sand this thing. It's so tight to the jaws. I'd love to do something here, you know. Otherwise, the finish is pretty nice. Oh, this has to be deburred. Yeah, this face should be clean. That's going to get lapped. So, my favorite little deburr tool. Works like a champ. I love it. Done. Alright. It needs to be deburred a little bit more. Alright, so I got to set up the rotary table and get it on the mill. I wanted to show this setup. The lighting's not that great. But I had machined this to fit down in this hole perfectly. It actually isn't, it's tight. But I just use a 125 gauge pin and it only takes a few seconds and it just lines right up. So that's there. I get this out now. Now all I have to do, I forgot what this was. I think it's a 161. Oh, he's stuck in there. There. I think that was a 161 gauge pin. So I'm just going to chuck that up and use the clamp. I'll have this as a spacer. Oosh. And that'll center it, and I just clamp the sucker down and I'll be ready for doing this pocket thing. Alright, yeah, it's chattering because I've got a teeny little end mill sitting down 250 thousandths, so it's choking on it. So what I did was I brought it up to a 50 thousandths deep cut and started spinning it with the handle here. And it did a beautiful job, but then I'm realizing this is going to take forever. So I stopped, I put a 3/4 end mill in here and just went straight down to 250 because I realized I'm not supposed to be shy of the depth. I'm supposed to be deeper because as I take this surface down, I'm making the pocket shallower. So now I took the handle off because I'm using the drill to spin it. And I'm down 252 when I'm finally at my target 1-inch diameter here. Then I'll take it out and see where I really am for depth. So just show you a little bit of it here. There we go. Alright. I wish I could. Alright, so take it in a little more. 224, 4,000 cut. It's just spitting chips out everywhere. Nice, like that. Really pleased with the finish and stuff that's down in there. $227. Target is 312. And I stopped because the chips are piling up in there a ton, so it's time to do it again here. I don't know why, but you know, staring at it, all of a sudden you just get really dizzy, and I don't understand. When you spin around, you're messing up your inner ear, so you're dizzy. Watching this thing, everything just spins. Sorry, I need the light on here so I can see what I'm doing. I'll turn it up in a second. So I'm mostly done with these holes. I'm looking at the DRO 210. There. I'm on target for that hole. Lock it. And I want to make sure this guy's out of the way. I need to have a parallel under here because you'd be surprised just how much force drilling does, and it can move it. The other one, it moved it slightly and I caught it before damaging anything. So show a little bit of it. What, I got 2 more holes to go here, huh? Yeah. Boy, this sucker is really close to the edge, I'll tell you that, but that's it. I use the edge finder to locate center on the outside of this thing, and then set up the whole circle. And yeah, 30 degree was the correct number. So the math works, but it sure didn't look right. And after that, I didn't even really need to do it at all. I could have just drilled these the way I did the other one, because I'm going to mount it 2 pins in here so I can do that center hole. I'm just going to stand it on edge and let it find itself. This is the drill hog bit, split point. They are nice. They don't walk. You don't have to do a center drill. Oh, my arm's probably in the way of the camera here. I'm just going slow because I don't want to push hard. There, broke through. Alright, ready for the last hole. And unlock this. Eesh. And the last hole is over here. 32, 9, 8, 2, 1, 0. 8,006, 4, 3, and bingo. I'm on the last hole. Right? Oh no, I got 2 more holes to go. Alright. Well, I'll bring you back when I'm probably set up to do that other piece. Sorry, I didn't really record doing the crankcase here, but because I really didn't know whether it was going to work or not. I tried doing CAD, 3D or whatever, to scale. I could not get this surface. This is 1 inch now, so it's correct. And it's going to work with the cylinder heads, but I'm going to try to design my own where it's round. I want round for radial. Let's see if I can do it. Took better part of a day, and I started with a 2-inch piece of round, and I went down 160 thousandths. Basically, I have the whole pattern on one side, and I put 2 screws in there, sit it on top of a parallel with a round bar on the other side, clamp it, and then I'd come down and fly cut and fly cut and fly cut. So it's all pretty cool. This side, for some reason, still got a little bit of a flat on it, and which I don't know why. I don't know, yeah. But I'm pretty happy with it. So there'll be a cylinder, cylinder, and cylinder. Yeah, drew that wrong. At first I thought I blew it, but no, it's supposed to be this way. So yeah, and this is the side that the air bearing valve goes on. So all the holes line up. Now I'm trying to figure out how to match the pattern on this side. What I think I'm going to do is I'll drop a dowel pin in there. Yeah, clamp it in the vise, drop a dowel pin in there, and in a chuck, a collet, and then get centered. Drill all the way through, and then I can easily flip it this way, and I know I'm on center this way. I just need to drop the dowel back in, or the drill bit back in, and I know I'm on center, and I can do the whole pattern here. So that'll work out. But yeah, pretty cool. A little hole there, came out right on top the way it's supposed to. Burnt. So looks pretty neat, actually. And the way things tarnish like this, this guy, when I'm done, I'm going to use the that paint I use or whatever that makes it look like it's anodized. Probably do a yellow body, red here, red on this side. I don't know. Duplicolor, that's what it is. So that'll keep it nice and looking pristine. And these are stainless steel 440s.
So now I got to, I guess, start doing the rest of this thing. I gotta cut, where's the print? I gotta cut out the cylinders and do all these fancy holes. Boy, is that gonna be fun. How do you find center on this? Oof. Because I can edge find here and here, but you can't do it on an angle. So I may have to just eyeball it, which I don't like doing. Anytime you eyeball it, something always goes wrong. So, wow. I guess I have a lot of thinking to do to try to figure out how to do the rest. At least all the holes are like right on, so thank you for DRO with a whole function. Whole circle function Yuri. Works great. And I did a little bit of light lapping on 600 grit with this just to try to get it there, but yuck, junk coming out. Alright, so again, sorry I didn't really tape it, but man, I had to really just keep concentrating and thinking. I couldn't record and do this at the same time.